I know. How about we paint our fingernails?
I'd love to, but I don't actually have nails.
That's okay. We can do face masks instead. This will exfoliate your pores.
Thank you. Sorry I'm so slimy. It's kind of a frog thing.
Today we're reading The Princess and the Frog Meet. Wiggle, snap, story time! Once upon a time, there was a king and queen. Hello! They were really good at their job. So it's no surprise that they were also really great parents. And their daughters, aka princesses, were also pretty awesome. The youngest daughter, named Tanya, was really special. Some might even say enchanting. But Princess Tanya was not just into jewels, fancy dresses, and tea parties, although those things were all pretty cool too. Yeah, I have lots of hopes and dreams, and I really love soccer, or some might say football. Who am I kidding? I don't play soccer in this dress. That's better.
Story time, story time. Miss Booksy's gonna meet you inside her magic books. Cinderella's dressed in blue, Goldilocks and spinning clock. Wiggle snap, everybody wiggle snap, wiggle snap, everybody wiggle snap.
Princess Tanya went for a walk through the forest near the castle. She had her special golden ball with her. Watch this.
Uh-oh, it's about to fall in.
No! Oh no!
Oh, man.
Oh no! My golden ball! Princess Tanya lost her golden ball in the well. I'm just gonna go home. That afternoon, when it was tea time, Princess Tanya was sitting with her sisters and her mom. She was not her usual happy self. They could see something was wrong.
Take a deep breath.
Sorry.
Now, why don't you go back to the well and see if you can get it back?
Okay, I'll try. So the princess went back to the well by the linden tree, and of course when she got there, no ball was in sight.
Why are you crying?
Huh? Then whose voice was that?
Hello? It's me.
Ah! You're talking, and you're a frog. You're a talking frog.
So why are you so sad? I could hear your cries from miles away.
Well, yesterday my most favorite golden soccer ball fell into the well when I was trying to show the sun some really cool tricks.
That does sound like a problem.
It is, and now I don't know what to do.
I bet I could help.
That's sweet, but I don't really know how a tiny talking frog is gonna be able to get me a new golden ball.
Oh, I could go fetch your ball for you.
Really?
Yeah, I'm a really good swimmer. And you look like you're a good person who needs a helping hand. Paw, flipper, what would you call this?
I'm not sure. So, are you gonna get my ball or not?
Absolutely.
Great, thanks.
Okay, but what do I get in return?
There's always a catch. What can I offer you?
Friendship. I don't have any friends.
Huh?
You know this royal forest, this wishing well, these woods, they all get pretty lonely.
Okay, you got yourself a deal.
Deal.
Ew. Thanks. Princess Tanya watched as the frog took a running start and leapt into the well. And she waited, and waited, and waited. Then suddenly Awesome! Oh, thank you. I'm so happy I could give you a nice nod of thanks. See ya, frog dude.
Where are you going? You promised we'd be friends. You gave me a high five.
But Princess Tanya was so excited she forgot about her deal with the frog. She dribbled it all the way home.
Wait for me! You're running too fast. I can't keep up.
Meanwhile, Princess Tanya had already made it back to the castle. And she shoots! She scores! The king, queen, and princess were all eating a big, wonderful breakfast. Fruit salad, sparkling cider, French toast with strawberries, sprinkles, and whipped cream. Princess Tanya's favorite. Suddenly, there was a knock on the door. I'll get it! Princess Tanya excitedly ran to the door as fast as she could. As she opened the door, she looked around but couldn't see anybody. When she looked down...
Hi, best friend. Give me a hug, new best friend.
Ah!
Whoa! A talking frog! Maybe there's something more to this frog guy than meets the eye.
Ooh, like something magical? You know I love magic.
Dear daughters, young friend, would you care to join us at the table?
Wait, if this is your dad, and you're a princess, then that means he's the king. Cool. Good day, Your Highness.
It's so nice to meet you. Let's eat.
Mr. Frog, we can pull up a chair for you. Or a lily pad, or a chair made out of lily pads. I'm sure we have one lying around somewhere.
Is it all right if I call you Mr. Froggy?
Well, my name is Prince. Prince. Like in Paw Prince. Definitely not Royal Prince or anything like that. Yeah, you can call me Paw Prince.
Well, we are quite happy to have you here, Paw Prince.
Princess, I would be most delighted if you shared this special treat with me.
Sure. That's yummers.
Ooh, I want to try.
Me too. Well, I wouldn't mind a little smackerel of whipped cream.
We can all share.
So the whole royal family and the frog enjoyed sharing the frog's whipped cream and other treats too. They laughed and got to know each other more. When breakfast was over, Princess Tanya knew what she had to do. So, Paw Prince, you want to stay and hang out? I have a soccer ball with your name on it. Oh, not literally your name. It's gold. Remember the gold soccer ball that you rescued for me?
Yeah, I know. Let's go.
We're coming too!
Hey, Paw Prince, think fast!
Ha! Nice kick, Princess.
The princesses and the frog had a lovely day. Not only did they play soccer, but they made necklaces out of real flowers. They went for a walk in the kingdom and tried fresh bread from the baker. Tanya and Paw Prince the frog got ready for bed. They got into their PJs, they brushed their teeth, and combed their hair. Even though it was almost bedtime, Princess Tanya didn't want the day to end. She was having so much fun with her new frog friend. I know. How about we paint our fingernails?
I'd love to, but I don't actually have nails.
That's okay. We can do face masks instead. This will exfoliate your pores.
Thank you. Sorry I'm so slimy. It's kind of a frog thing.
Tanya dear, time for bed. No staying up too late. You have a soccer game tomorrow.
Okay, but where should Paw Prince sleep?
I'm happy to sleep on the floor, or a wet rag if you have one.
Nonsense. Only the best for our guests.
Wait, I have an idea. And with that, Princess Tanya took the frog to the pool room. You could sleep in this. It's super comfy.
Thank you so much, Princess Tanya. I really had a nice day.
Me too. And thank you again for bringing my golden ball back.
You're welcome.
Anyway, good night, Paw Prince.
Good night, Princess.
That night, after Princess Tanya fell asleep, she had a very strange dream. So Princess Tanya was having a really crazy dream. Wow, Paw Prince, you're really good at soccer.
Yes, we should be teammates for life. Do you like that idea?
I do. That sounds fun.
I do too.
And then Princess Tanya woke up in a flash. Whoa, what a strange dream. I wonder what it means. Meanwhile, Paw Prince the Frog was having his own dilemma. He woke up before anyone else in the castle and went to see his friend Mr. Sun.
So, the thing is, son, time is running out.
What do you mean?
Like the spell? It's about to run out. The spell that the witch put on me a long time ago that turned me from a prince into a frog for 10 years.
Oh, that spell. Go on.
Well, once I turn back into a prince, what if things change between me and Tanya?
What do you mean?
Like, we've become such good friends. I don't want to ruin a good thing.
Well, I think Princess Tanya will understand.
And I don't want Tanya to only like me because I'm a prince. I'm more than just royalty. I want her to like me for me.
Tanya has a good heart. She will like you no matter what you look like.
So, Paw Prince, wait a minute, I just got that. Paw Prince? Like prince? Because he's a royal prince? Whoa, this story is so crazy. Anyway, Paw Prince walked back to the castle and suddenly...
Wow! Uh-oh, it's happening! The 10-year spell is over!
And there he was, the royal frog prince. The spell was broken.
Whoa, I look good. I gotta get back to the castle before everyone wakes up. Whoa! Ouch!
But all this ruckus was so loud that it woke up Tanya, and she came to the door to see if her friend the frog was okay. But she was in for a surprise. Oh, Paw Prince? I heard, Hey, what the? Who are you? You better stand back, mister. Yeah.
Tanya!
Hey, how do you know my name? Are you a spy?
No, Tanya, I know I look a little different, but it's me.
You're some sort of intruder in my house? I'm gonna call the cops in 30 seconds if you don't tell me what's going on here.
It's me, Paw Prince.
Paw Prince? Did you eat Paw Prince and now he's talking to me from inside your belly? Open your mouth. Let me see. I'll save you, Paw Prince.
No, I'm actual Paw Prince. I'm not a frog anymore.
So the prince explained the whole story to Princess Tanya. He told her about the spell and also apologized about hiding his true identity from her. This is crazy. But I mean, deep down, you are you no matter what.
So, you're saying we can still be friends?
Of course. So, friend, do you want to come to my soccer game this afternoon?
Yes, I'd love that.
Princess Tanya had just finished her soccer game when the prince was acting really weird, but she didn't know why. Now that my game's over, what do you want to do, Paw Prince?
Actually, I think I can tell you now. My real name isn't Paw Prince. It's actually Prince Jeremy.
Oh man, I'm so used to calling you Paw Prince. Oh, Paw Prince. I get it.
Hey, how about I give you a ride home?
You can do that?
Yeah, now that I'm a human again, I can get us a carriage.
Wow, cool. Can you teach me to whistle like that?
Sure, first step to being able to whistle is not being a frog.
Let me try.
Nailed it. Come on, let's go.
So, since you're a prince, where's your kingdom?
Pretty close to here. I haven't been there in so long since I became a frog. I should probably let my parents know I'm a human again.
Well, why don't we go to your kingdom? You can tell your parents you're okay, and maybe you can show me things you like to do for fun there.
Yeah, my parents are probably so worried. I'm like 10 years past my curfew.
But let's stop at my castle first so I can change out of my soccer gear. I probably smell like a soccer field.
I think you smell just fine. Wonderful even. Yeah.
Princess Tanya and Prince Jeremy arrived at her castle to find her family outside playing Twister again.
Right hand green.
Does it count if I put my hand on the grass? That's green. Hi, Tanya. And other person? Who's that?
It's Paw Prince. Turns out he's a real prince who was cursed by a witch.
I'm Prince Jeremy.
Oh, I always knew I liked you, Paw Prince.
Mom, Dad, we're gonna go visit Jeremy's parents for a bit, but I promise we won't be back after dark.
Of course, dear.
Princess Tanya went into her room and got ready to go to the prince's kingdom. This is so strange. I usually don't care what I wear, but I feel like I have to look so nice for the prince today. Why am I so nervous? Maybe I like him? Oh my gosh, I like him. Ah! But after a short time, Princess Tanya pulled herself together and went outside to meet Prince Jeremy.
Wow, Princess Tanya, you look fantastic. I mean, you always do. Forget I said anything.
Aw, thanks. As the carriage rode off towards Prince Jeremy's kingdom, Princess Tanya felt her eyes began to grow heavy. It had been a long day. I'm just gonna catch some Z's for a sec. Oh, don't mind me. I'm so glad we're gonna be teammates for life.
Me too. We make a great team, like the sun and the moon, or the grass and flowers, or a BF and GF.
Yeah, just like that. Meanwhile, Prince Jeremy also had a lot on his mind.
I just don't know what to do. Should I tell her how I feel? What if she doesn't feel the same? It might mess up our friendship. I would rather have Princess Tanya in my life as a friend than not at all.
But little did Prince Jeremy know that Princess Tanya wasn't asleep at all. She had heard everything he said.
Oh my gosh, should I tell him that I heard him say that?
Princess Tanya, are you awake?
Oh, yes, I'm awake now. I just woke up this very second and not any earlier than that.
Okay. Well, we're here in my kingdom.
As Princess Tanya and Prince Jeremy stepped out of the carriage, they were greeted with a beautiful sight. Wow, this place is amazing. I could live here forever.
Maybe one day you could.
What do you mean?
I mean, I don't know. What do you mean?
Nothing. I mean, what? So Tanya and Jeremy had just arrived at his kingdom, and it was pretty cool. They were greeted by some adoring fans from the town.
Prince Jeremy, is that you?
You are all grown up. How handsome you are.
Your parents are gonna be so happy you're home.
Aw, thank you all.
And who is this beautiful friend you have with you?
Beautiful. Is she beautiful? Oh, yeah, she is. I just noticed. This is Princess Tanya.
Hello,
We're so happy you're here.
The reunion of Prince Jeremy and his parents was one for the record books. There was laughter, tears, stories, and all-around happiness. Oh, Queen Charlotte and King Liam, it's so cool to meet you, and becoming friends with your son has been so special.
Well, you guys came on the perfect day. Tonight is our annual ice cream dance party.
We'd love for you to join.
I love dancing.
That night, at the ice cream dance party, Princess Tanya and Prince Jeremy had a blast. He introduced her to old friends. They looked up at the stars. They danced. They ate tons of ice cream sundaes. They even kicked a soccer ball around. And they danced some more. I'm having so much fun. I just wish my family was here to experience this too. But what Tanya didn't know was that Prince Jeremy had already secretly planned a big surprise. All of a sudden, some familiar faces showed up at the dance party.
We're here. No, we can't miss a party. We have FOMO.
Ooh, I like to shake it, shake it.
We came as soon as we heard the word ice cream.
Ah, Prince Jeremy, you planned this?
Well, yeah.
Thank you so much.
Princess Tanya?
Yeah?
The thing is, I wanted to invite your family here so that they could be together with my family and we could all share in this special moment.
What special moment?
Well, the thing is, when the witch put that spell on me to become a frog, the catch was that whoever I was hanging out with when the spell was broken was who I should marry.
And who were you hanging out with?
You! But it's not just because of the spell. Since the moment I met you, there was something special about you. And the more we became friends, I knew I was falling in love with you. And I want to marry you and live happily ever after.
That's a lot. I really like you too, but we kind of just met not too long ago. Maybe we should start by going on a date.
You're right. I like that idea.
And that night, everyone was so happy and relieved to be together. The two families danced the night away. And little secret, Princess Tanya and Prince Jeremy did get married. And they merged their two kingdoms together. And all the people lived together in harmony. And of course, they all love playing soccer together. And you know what? They lived happily ever after.
Storytime, storytime. Miss Booksy's gonna meet you inside her magic books. Cinderella's dressed in blue, Goldilocks and spinning clock. Wiggle snap, everybody wiggle snap, wiggle snap, everybody wiggle snap.
Today we're reading Dorothy and the Wicked Witch of the West. Oh no, I hope the witch doesn't know any magic spells. Okay, once upon a time, a girl named Dorothy ended up in the land of Oz. Wiggle, snap, story time! Once upon a time, there was a girl named Dorothy. Hi! I lived in a place called Kansas with my aunt and uncle. Hello. Life on our farm was very hard. The hot sun had baked everything until the land and all the buildings and even the people looked dried out and gray. The only thing that made me happy was my little dog Toto. Hi, Toto!
Storytime, storytime. Miss Booksy
I were playing fetch with the stick when we heard a crazy, loud sound. The sound was getting louder and louder and louder. Toto, we have to hide. I think a freight train is coming for us or something. A flying cow!
Dorothy, a cyclone's coming!
Cyclone? The house is totally flying. Oh, Toto, I think we've landed. I hope we're not too far from home. Wow. Okay, we're definitely far from home. I bet we're even farther than Oklahoma. Hey, who are you?
He's a munchkin, and he's very grateful to you, noble sorceress.
Grateful? To me? Why?
Because you squished the Wicked Witch of the East.
What? Me? No way, I wouldn't even squish a fly.
But you did squish her, or your house did anyway. Look!
I didn't do that on purpose, I promise.
Don't worry, we're happy she's gone. She was a very wicked witch who ruled over the Munchkins for hundreds of years.
She was wicked.
She was awful.
She was the worst.
Are you a munchkin?
No, dear, I'm the Witch of the North.
Oh, a witch? But you seem nice. I thought all witches were wicked.
I'm a good witch. The last wicked witch rules over the West, and she's even more wicked than her sister.
Hey, she's gone. Did she come back to life? Oh no, zombie witches must be the absolute worst.
No. See, when a witch is defeated, she disappears. Poof!
I probably ought to get back to Kansas. How do I get back? Is there a train or something?
Nope. Guess you'll just have to stay.
Yay! You can be our queen.
All hail, Queen. What's your name?
Dorothy?
All hail, Queen Dorothy. Hooray! Hurrah!
But Dorothy didn't want to be queen. She just wanted to go home. I don't want to live in... Wait, what is this place called?
Oz, dear. You are in the land of Oz.
Guys, what am I gonna do?
Go straight to the center of Oz, to the City of Emeralds. That's where the wizard lives. He can help you get home.
How do I get to the center?
To get to the City of Emeralds, one must follow the road of yellow bricks.
That road right there.
Good luck, Dorothy.
We want you to have these, Queen Dorothy.
Me? Really?
Well, you are the one who defeated the Wicked Witch, and they're also way too big for our munchkin feet.
They're really beautiful.
And legend says they're magic. Maybe they'll protect you on your journey to the Emerald City.
Well, they are super comfy, and they do match my dress. Okay, I'll take them. Dorothy and Toto said goodbye to the Munchkins and began their trip down the yellow brick road when they passed a farm where something odd caught Dorothy's eye. Toto, look at that scarecrow. He almost looks like a real man, doesn't he? Did you just wink?
Maybe.
You can talk? I've never seen a talking scarecrow. Well, how do you do, Mr. Scarecrow?
I'm just very uncomfortable up here. I mean, I got a pole stuck in my back.
Why don't you just get down from there?
That would be amazing. Why didn't I think of that? Oh, wait, I know. It's because I don't have a brain.
You don't?
Nope, nothing but straw between my ears.
That's too bad. I really like having a brain. At least I think I do. But it's my brain that makes me think that.
I don't get it.
Sorry, I'll help you down.
Huzzah!
I'm on my way to see the Wizard of Oz, and he's gonna help me get back home. Hey, maybe he could give you some brains.
Why didn't I think of that?
Well, it's settled. You'll come with me to the Emerald City, and the wizard will help me get to Kansas, and he'll give you a brain.
Huzzah!
And off they went to see the wonderful Wizard of Oz. They walked for miles and miles until... What was that? I think I hear it again. Shh, Toto! Ah! Don't chop me!
I would never.
Why are you groaning?
I've been stuck in this position for a whole year. It's very uncomfortable.
Well, what can I do to help?
Get my oil can, please. Oh, my joints are rusted stiff. Get my neck first. Ah, much better. Now my arm, please. What a relief. I thought I might be holding that forever. You saved my life.
Dorothy saved my life too. We're on our way to the Wizard of Oz. I'm getting a brain.
Do you think he could give me a heart?
You don't have a heart?
How sad.
It is sad. Enough to make me cry. But if I cry, I'll get all stiff and rusty again.
Well, you absolutely must join us on our trip.
To the wizard we go.
Wait, oil can.
Good call.
Okay, now to the wizard we go.
The gang continued toward the city of Emeralds. These woods are kind of scary.
We're safe. I have my oil can. The scarecrow can't feel anything. And you have the magic slippers.
But Toto, what's protecting him?
We are.
Ah, we are? Ow. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. A big beast like you going after a tiny dog?
Ooh, Scarecrow? That sounds scary. I'm the most cowardly coward who ever lived.
It's okay to be scared sometimes, but you can't go around picking on smaller things just so you can feel brave.
Where'd you get your courage?
I don't know. I guess I've just naturally been tough.
I wish I was tough. I've always been afraid of everything. Bears, spiders, kittens.
Anyway, let's go, guys.
Wait, you're just gonna leave me here? Out in these scary woods all by myself? Let me come with you.
We're going to see the Wizard of Oz.
I'm going to get a brain.
And I'm getting a heart.
I'll go ask the Wizard of Oz for courage. What are you asking the wizard for?
I just want to go home to Kansas.
Is Kansas a scary place? Wait, don't tell me. I don't want to know.
Then let's go find that wizard.
All they had to do was follow the road of yellow bricks.
Uh-oh. It doesn't look so far. I could probably jump across.
Well, look who's being brave. I'd be way too scared to cross.
Now why'd you have to go and say that? For a second I forgot I was a fraidy cat.
You're gonna have to carry each of us across one at a time.
Take me first. I'm made of straw, so if you drop me, I won't be hurt.
Here we go.
Woohoo! You did it!
I knew you could. The cowardly lion bravely carried across the others one by one. Great work.
Now let's go meet the wizard.
It had been a long and scary journey so far, but they were determined to find the wonderful Wizard of Oz. Look, a river. Seriously, who designed this road? This is just poor planning.
What if I chop some wood and build a raft?
Great idea! The Tin Woodman got to work and soon built a perfectly seaworthy vessel. The gang hopped on and began to paddle toward the other shore.
There she is, the brat who squished my sister. It's payback time, sweetheart.
Suddenly, the wind picked up and the river began rushing. Oh no! We're floating away from the yellow brick road!
And straight for the land of the Wicked Witch of the West.
What are we gonna do?
I can't swim. I'll fall apart.
And I'll rust.
Paddle harder.
They all paddled as hard as they could, but the poor scarecrow got his paddle stuck in the mud, and the raft went rushing on down the river without him. Scarecrow!
Dorothy!
We'll come back for you, I promise.
Maybe I can swim against the current. Grab a hold of my tail and I'll pull you to shore. Ah! There's a fish! Phew, we made it.
But where are we? We're so far from the yellow brick road and our poor scarecrow. Dorothy, Toto, the lion, and the Tin Man walked along the river looking for their friend. There he is!
Shoo! Go away! Dorothy, you came back!
Of course! We're here to save you! Well, gang, shall we?
Yup.
I think the yellow brick road is just across this field of flowers.
Oh, poppies! They're so pretty.
Yes, they are. And just wait until you smell them.
The Wicked Witch of the West knew these poppies gave off a very powerful scent, one that would make even the largest beast fall into a never-ending sleep.
When you're asleep, I'll take back those sapphire slippers, and then you'll be powerless.
I'm getting sleepy. sleepy.
Oh, me too.
Maybe just a little nappy wappy voiced.
Yeah. Nighty night.
That's right. Go to sleep, Dorothy. Now, time for Mama to get some new shoes. Ha! They're mine. Wait a second. They're stuck.
The witch pulled with all her might, but she could not remove the shoes.
They must be protected by magic. Well, I also have magic. And my flying monkeys.
Stuff, boss.
Take this girl to my castle.
Aye,
Once the flying monkeys had carried Dorothy away from the poppies, the flower's power wore off and Dorothy woke up. This frightened the monkeys. And they promptly dropped Dorothy to the ground below. Ow! Okay, that was scary. But look, I'm back on the yellow brick road. What about my friends?
Down here.
Oh, hi!
You seemed upset just now. Anything I can do to help?
My friends and I are supposed to go see the Wizard of Oz, but we fell asleep in that field of poppies over there.
But it's a good thing you got out. The poppies are very dangerous. Your friends will sleep forever if we don't save them.
How do we do that?
The other mice and I can go get them. We've lived here forever and the poppies don't bother us.
But my friends are way too big for mice to carry.
They may be too much for one mouse alone, but the whole crew, piece of cake.
And soon there were hundreds of mice gathering around Dorothy.
We'll be back in a sec.
And the mice scurried off into the field of poppies. Dorothy waited, and soon she saw her friends, still in a deep sleep, being carried across the flowers.
You should have warned us that one of your friends is a scary lion.
He's not that scary at all. Watch.
Eek, mouse.
See?
What's going on?
We all fell asleep in the field of poppies, and these lovely mice helped save you. And look, we're so close to the Emerald City. Bye-bye, mouse friends. Thanks again for helping us.
Anytime. Goodbye.
And once again, Dorothy and her friends were off to see the wonderful Wizard of Oz. The Emerald City.
Whoa.
Let's go.
Oh, Dorothy!
The Wicked Witch of the West.
Run!
But the Wicked Witch was too fast for them. The flying monkeys swooped in and snatched up the whole gang.
Take that scarecrow and scatter his straw around until he's just a pile of clothes. And put that Tin Man in the recycling bin. Put the lion in a cage and sell him to the zoo.
What about her?
Take Dorothy to my castle. I'll take care of her.
Hey, guys, how about just dropping me off here? I'll run along and I'll never bother the Wicked Witch again.
No way.
You wear the sapphire slippers. They're magic.
Yeah, I've heard that, but they haven't done anything magical so far.
Well, you better watch out. The witch is definitely gonna try to take those.
When she arrived at the witch's castle, Dorothy was forced to do chores. And all the while, the witch watched, just waiting to take the shoe.
Don't you want to change before you sweep up all that garbage? You'll get your shoes dirty.
I'm okay, thanks.
Oh, that floor is going to get slippery. Don't you think you should wear some less slippery shoes?
I got it. Good one. But no, I'm okay in these shoes. Then one day, the witch's wait was finally over. Dorothy was dusting a super high shelf when one of her slippers slipped right off.
I got it! It's mine! It's mine! Now give me the other one! Gimme!
No, you gimme.
You're powerless with only one shoe.
So are you.
No! Come on!
Stop it!
Ah! Now look what you've done!
What's another mess? You make me clean all day anyway.
Not that! I'm melting!
Say what now?
I'm melting!
Suddenly, Dorothy heard a familiar sound. It was a clanking of metal, a kind of swooshing sound, followed by a ferocious roar. Hey guys, how did you get here? The scarecrow had been pulled apart and scattered in a field. He lay in pieces when he suddenly had a bright idea. He knew that crows are pretty clever, so he called out and asked them to help put him back together, and they did. Once he was back to his old self, the scarecrow went to find the Tin Man. The Tin Man had been sold for scrap at a salvage yard and was feeling sadder than ever. But the scarecrow put him back together, polished him up, and they set off to find the lion. The lion had been locked up in a tiny cage and sold to the zoo. There, the Scarecrow had another bright idea. He asked the Tin Man to use a bit of his metal to pick open the lock on the cage. And then the lion was free. It was time to save Dorothy. But first, the Tin Man stopped to unlock each and every cage because it made him too sad to see any creature locked up. The Scarecrow, the Tin Man, and the lion headed toward the Wicked Witch's castle.
We have to rescue you from the Wicked Witch.
Come on!
Thanks, but it's all good. She melted.
Huh?
Let's go see the wizard.
Now he'll grant our wishes.
Hooray!
The gang set out on their journey back to the Emerald City. And when they arrived, the wizard did not seem happy to see them.
What are you doing here?
So you can grant our wishes. Oh, I forgot to say please. Please, sir.
I cannot grant your wishes. Now go away.
Wait, what? What do you mean you can't grant our wishes?
This is baloney! You're supposed to be some wise and wonderful wizard? You're a charlatan, a humbug! Where are you? If you won't give me courage, then at least get some for yourself and come out and face us!
Who are you?
The wizard?
You're the mighty and wonderful Wizard of Oz?
Well, actually from Omaha, Nebraska. I landed here accidentally some years ago, and I somehow convinced everyone that I was a wizard, and, well, here we are.
So, you're not a wizard. So, you don't have any power.
No, not at all.
Then we came all this way and did all of this for nothing?
That's not true. You've saved everyone in Oz from the Wicked Witch. You'll be celebrated here forever, Dorothy.
But I just want to go home.
And I want a brain.
I want my heart.
And I want my courage.
Scarecrow, you already have brains. How else could you have figured out how to put yourself and the Tin Man back together? And you, Tin Man, you've shown you have a heart. You freed all the animals in the zoo. And Lion, you showed bravery when you stormed the witch's castle. You've had what you were looking for the whole time.
But what about Dorothy?
Dorothy, let's see what we can do.
Hey, what about the magic shoes?
You've got the sapphire slippers? That makes you the most powerful person in Oz.
Do you know how to use them?
Nope, no idea.
I'll bet the good witch knows.
Scarecrow, you're really on a roll here with all the brain stuff. That's a great idea.
So the wizard sent out a call to the Good Witch of the North.
Dorothy, my dear, how are you?
The Scarecrow was thinking you would know how to use the magic of the sapphire slippers to get home.
It's quite simple. Take 3 steps in the sapphire shoes and say your wish.
It's that easy?
Wait, you have to say goodbye first.
Oh, right. I almost forgot that I would never see you again. Tin Man, I'll never forget how kind you are. You have a wonderful heart. Someone better get his oil can. Lion, thank you for protecting us on our journey.
Oh, shucks, Dorothy, I'll miss you. I'll even miss your terrifying dog, Toto.
Scarecrow, I don't think we would have made it without your quick thinking. I think you're the real wizard here. I better go. I love you guys, and I'll miss you. Come on, Toto.
We'll miss you.
We love you.
Bye, Dorothy.
Dorothy took 3 steps and said, "Take me home to Kansas." And in a flash, Dorothy and Toto were back in Kansas. It was more colorful than she had remembered, but maybe that's just because Dorothy was so happy to be home. The end. So the wizard turned out to be a little different than they thought he would be, but he still helped Dorothy find a happy ending. Today we're reading Frankenstein Makes a Monster. Wiggle, snap, story time. Hi, I'm Mary Shelley Frankenstein, sister to the world's biggest mischief-making little brother, Victor Frankenstein.
That's Dr. Frankenstein.
He's not a doctor, obviously. He's 10.
10 and a half.
Anyway, one day he was bored, and when Victor Frankenstein gets bored, bad things happen.
Storytime, storytime. Miss Booksy's gonna meet you inside her magic books. Cinderella's dressed in blue, Goldilocks and spinning clock. Wiggle snap, everybody wiggle snap, wiggle snap, everybody wiggle snap.
For example, one time he filled all my shoes with slime.
Ew!
Victor! And then one time he put baking soda and vinegar in his teacher's coffee. And yeah, it exploded. Victor! And this one time, this is really bad, he put glue on the toilet seat and my dad got stuck.
Victor!
So like I was saying, bored Victor equals bad Victor. And that's how the story begins.
I'm bored. I want to make something. Something big, something bad, something epic. I know. Today I'm gonna create a monster!
Uh-oh! Victor went down to his laboratory, aka our basement, and got to work. That's where he did all his experiments.
Some fishing hooks, I can use those. Slinky, check. Some nuts and bolts and screws and stuff, sure. Modeling clay, finger paints, glue, grandpa's toupee, perfect. A garbage can, some brooms, a mop, googly eyes, a couple of my sister's patriotic girl dolls, my old teddy bear, Mr. Teddy Puff Puff. Wait, no, I didn't mean it, Mr. Teddy Puff Puff. Promise. Forgive me? I love you too, Teddy.
Aw, that's sweet. But don't be fooled. Victor was up to a seriously naughty scheme.
Now back to my seriously naughty scheme. It's time to create my monster. A monster that will wreak havoc and destroy the whole world. Oh no, don't be scared, Mr. Teddy Puff Puff. My monster won't destroy you. Now, time to work.
Victor worked all day into the night, not even stopping for snack time. He snipped, ripped, chopped, glued, fastened, refastened, attached thingamabobs and whatchamacallits until finally he was satisfied.
My monster! Now to bring him to life. It's alive! Okay, I thought that would work. It's alive? How do I turn this thing on? It's alive! Yes! And now we will unleash chaos onto the world! Oh, are you hungry? Let's see, what do monsters eat? There's some leftover meatloaf in here. It's really gnarly, so you might like that.
Nom 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 nom.
Okay, you get enough to eat yet? We have to go wreak havoc and chaos and stuff. Whoa, awesome! Hey, wait for me!
Victor, you stop right there, young man. Who made this mess?
My monster did it?
Right, sure. A monster did it. Well, guess who's going to clean it up?
Me?
That's right.
But...
Oh, no buts?
But there was a but. A big one. A real, live monster was on the loose. But really, he was probably more afraid than anyone. The world was brand new to him, and he couldn't help but be frightened. Aw, sad. Finally, he found a nice resting spot and fell asleep. Okay, so maybe it wasn't such a good resting spot because during recess, the jungle gym is a pretty happening spot. And it wasn't very long until... Ah! And that woke the monster. The monster felt a little bit safer in the woods. He sat there and watched the playground waiting for the kids to leave. A bell rang and the kids left, but then an older group of kids came out, including me. Ow!
What's the matter? You don't like dodgeball?
I like dodgeball just fine, but we weren't playing dodgeball. You simply threw the ball at my head. See, that I don't like.
Whatever, Mary Shelley Stinkenstein.
That's not my name.
Mary Shelley Stinkenstein. Mary Shelley Stinkenstein.
Oh, not cool.
Ah! Monster, run!
Thank you for chasing away those bullies, but I have to ask, are you a nice monster or a mean monster? Okay, I'm gonna take a wild, possibly dangerous guess and say that you seem like a nice monster. I'm Mary. Repeat after me. Monster. Monster. Monster.
Mon.
Okay, that's pretty close. Now add the stir. Monster.
Monster.
Great. Okay, I should really teach you some more words, but that took like an hour, so let's move on to something else. How about some social skills? Let's try handshake.
Ah.
Now, we put our hands together, and then we shake. Good. Thanks. All right, it's time for me to go home for dinner. Do you think you'll be okay here for tonight? Yeah, you better come with me. I'll hide you in my old playhouse. But by the time I got home and the monster was all settled in, news had gotten out.
Reports of the mystery monster have been coming in all day. From people like this gentleman.
I nearly ran him over in my car last night. I don't know if my insurance would have covered that.
And these innocent children.
I was just minding my own business when he tried to hit me with a ball.
City officials are urging citizens to stay inside and lock your doors. But some local vigilantes want to take matters into their own hands.
Yeah, we're gonna get that monster.
I ain't afraid of no monster.
Uh-oh. Oh no.
According to eyewitness reports, the monster has caused over $11,000 in damage. And an old-fashioned pitchfork and torch-wielding gang of locals has sworn to capture the beast.
Yeah.
Back to you, Chuck.
Oh dear! I told you it was the monster that wrecked the kitchen.
Go to bed, Victor.
Well, I couldn't just leave the monster outside in my old playhouse, not with a bunch of vigilantes out there hunting him. Shh, okay, you can sleep in here, but you have to be quiet. Aw, that's sweet. Now, do you want the top bunk or the bottom? Oh, you're not sleepy? Do you want to play a game? So we played some games. We played Twister, Right Foot Blue. Close enough. Jenga, Jenga, Jenga. Then we went full on slumber party and did spa night.
I thought I heard my monster in here.
Your monster?
Yeah, I created him in the basement. What's he doing with all that gunk on his face?
We were having a spa night.
What? Monsters don't do spa nights? Monsters are supposed to be ferocious and fierce and wreak havoc.
He's not that kind of monster. I found him in the woods by the playground. He saved me from bullies, and now there are bullies looking for him. We have to protect our monster.
Our monster? I think you mean my monster. He's coming with me.
No way! Hey!
Stop! Hey, keep it down in there.
Quick, hide the monster!
What on earth is going on in here?
Nothing, Mom.
Yep, nothing to see here.
What was that?
My stomach. I don't think that leftover meatloaf sat too well with me, but I'll be okay.
Okay, well, time for bed.
Yes, Mom.
Okay, Mom.
Now.
Meatloaf!
You sure you're okay?
Yep. Good night. See ya mañana. Bye.
Okay. Good night.
Phew, that was close.
We can't keep him here. There's no way Mom and Dad will let us keep a monster.
True.
But we can't take him outside either. The vigilante bully gang is looking for him. What if they hurt him?
But he's a monster. He could just destroy the gang. Easy peasy.
You seem to be forgetting that he's not the destructive, dangerous type. He's a big, sweet softie. Look.
Yeah, I guess he's not gonna wreak any havoc. Hey, I know. Let's take him to Professor Weirdly's house. She'll know what to do.
Great idea. Science teachers for the win. Okay, now how do we get him out of here without attracting attention?
Of course.
Perfect.
Let's go.
So we set out into the night with our monster. It was a little scary, but there's no time to fear when you're on a mission. Super brave, right? Well, that was all about to change. We didn't know it yet, but the vigilante gang was closing in. So all was going according to plan. We were on our way to see Professor Weirdly, the science teacher at our school. She would know what to do with the STEM project gone awry. Okay, cool. I can see Professor Weirdly's house. We're almost there.
Watch out! Is that what I think it is?
Yep. What do we do now?
We could blast them with a giant water balloon or some other projectiles. Or we could just cast a protective force field around ourselves. Ooh, or we could sick a giant robot on them.
Or we could run.
That's always an option.
Let's go.
What do we have here?
Oh, hi, sir. Nice weather we're having, huh?
What are you kids doing out here this time of night?
Who, us?
Yes, you.
We're just out for a little evening stroll. And you?
I'm out looking for that monster that's been terrorizing the town.
Oh, I haven't heard anything about that. Have you, Victor?
No, Mary, not a word. A monster, you say?
Who's that? I said, who's that?
Oh, her? Yes, that's our grandma. Yep, old granny.
But don't bother trying to talk to her. She's hard of hearing.
Granny, we're just telling this nice pitchfork-wielding gentleman that you're a little hard of hearing. Well, I guess it's our bedtime. Good night. Excuse us. Oh, hi guys. We were just leaving. Come on, Granny. Seemed too easy, right? We were just gonna walk away, but then suddenly we heard... Come on, Gran. Time for bed. Yeah, that's a kitty. Let's go. But the monster, being a big old sweetheart, jumped into the tree to rescue the kitten. Great.
Wow, your granny sure is spry.
Hey, she saved the kitten.
Okay, Granny, good job. Now let's go. Uh-oh.
That's him. That's the monster. Get him.
The gang was all riled up, and things were getting very scary. One guy swung his pitchfork up at the monster.
Ha, I'll get ya.
But he missed. Phew. But then it landed.
Ah, hey, you stuck me.
And that guy had been waving around a torch, so when he got poked with the pitchfork, he accidentally lit another guy's pants on fire. It was chaos!
Finally!
We could have just run away at that point, but the monster was such a big old sweetie that he just had to jump down and help.
That's better.
Phew, thanks.
Hey, wait, he's being nice.
Monsters aren't nice.
Well, this one is. He protected me from bullies. He rescued that kitten, and now he's helping you.
Yeah, and I created him specifically to be a supervillain too. I don't know what went wrong.
So will you guys leave him alone now?
Are you sure he's good?
Look at him.
Yeah, okay. We'll let you go.
But you all better get home soon. It's late.
We know. Just one more stop. Come on, guys. Let's go to Professor Weirdly's.
And Victor, you say you made this all by yourself?
Yep. Awesome, right?
Very impressive.
Where will you keep him, Professor?
I think he'll be happy at school. He can live in the lab.
So from that night on, our monster lived in Professor Weirdly's science lab at the school. It was great. He took care of the class pets. He helped kids with their homework. Well, he tried anyway. He was the best school monster ever, and Victor and I got to see him every day. It was awesome.
Yeah, but next time I'll create a super bad monster that wreaks havoc and mayhem and destruction and...
Oh boy, here we go. The end. Aw, so the monster got to live happily ever after. It would be so cool to have a monster going to your school, don't you think? Thanks for coming to Storytime. Can't wait to read more stories with you at Storytime soon. Bye!